Hello, it's Emma Mills here, and welcome to episode 110 of MiTV. This sounds weird now, talking in 3 digits about MiTV. I am coming at you from the home office again. Been doing a lot more good stuff rather than being in the office all the time. So I've been able to, focus on the high value stuff, hence why I'm back here again. And I'm going to talk to you today about one thing which may be stopping you from actually working well with your team. Now, whether you have one person, a part-time person, one virtual person, like anybody at all that you work with, the one thing that might be really holding you back, and that is not letting them do their job. So this episode, I want you to think about, actually, if you are micromanaging anybody, there's literally no point having them in the role. You may as well do it yourself. So for me, the one thing I've learned over the past 5-6 years of having staff, even from when I just had a part-time person at the very beginning to now like a team of 12, the one thing I've learned is that you have to let somebody get on with the job. Now for me, that is caveated by booking a regular catch-up. Have something weekly in place where you sit down and go through what's been achieved, what has to be done, catching up on things. But to be on somebody's shoulder constantly, daily, micromanaging what they do, chipping in, not letting them make decisions, not letting them get on with what they're meant to do, not only is it a ridiculous morale deflator, you won't grow people around you that can actually get on and help you and do good stuff. Whether you're working with a virtual assistant to somebody that you're actually maybe trusting in a management position, if you are constantly poking in to ask, is this done? No, do this that way. If you don't let anybody do anything for themselves, you are going to create a real environment of dependency upon you, and you're going to just have a team of doers around you, like team of people that just do what you ask them to, as opposed to using their brains to make good decisions, to actually come up with new ideas for you. You will stifle their creativity, you will stifle what there may be possible of, and you will put limitations on them of just doing things the way you want to do. So honestly, this episode is about, even if you just have a part-time person that does 10 hours a week for you, whether it's bookkeeping or virtual assistants or whatever it might be, really think about how you are working with them. If things don't go to plan, it is always ultimately your fault, and that just means there need to be better systems or processes. But for you to always be behind them, checking on what they're doing, is not going to serve you in any way, shape or form. So for me, the very best way to do it is always to give someone a brief of what they're meant to do, let them get off and do it, and just book in regular catch-up calls, even if it's daily and it's just a check-in. But at least that person will know where they're at, when they can come to you with questions, because that's also kind of not helpful the other way around. If somebody's constantly asking questions and taking your time, book in a daily 5-minute catch up of when somebody can ask you questions, forgot my words, when they can actually have that kind of time with you to be able to check up on how they're doing, tasks that they're doing, that kind of thing. But to always be over them, you're going to create a rod for your own back, and it might be okay with a couple of people that you use, but as the team grows or as you want them to do more for you, it will come back to haunt you. So that for me, the one clear thing that will be a big detractor and detrimental to you creating the business and life that you want is micromanaging. Let people know what you want them to achieve, let them go off and do it, have regular catch-ups to check in, and let people learn from it and let the business grow from it. But micromanaging will definitely be the road to you not claiming any time back whatsoever. So I hope this tip helps you to get your head out of the dirt and into the clouds, and I will see you next week for episode 111. See you then. Bye-bye.